The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The first Jets training camp practice is in the books. Robby Sabo from Jets X Factor was there. He joins us to share the top takeaways from day one of the 2024 season. Ladies and gentlemen, a new open. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
They won a training camp, man. Looking forward to a great season.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We talk Jets each and every day, mostly twice a day. We're going to keep you up to date on everything going down with this team this summer and all throughout the season. And joining us right now for the first of many training camp practice breakdowns is the great Robby Sabo, the co-founder of JetsXFactor.com. Robby, I want to get right into it. Here's the question. Yep. After watching the Jets today in person, are they winning the Super Bowl?
Of course. Come on. How could you answer any other way? Of course they are. They're loaded, folks. No, but seriously, they are loaded. But today, in terms of atmosphere, it felt like an OTA day. And it's not that the Jets did anything wrong. It's not the coaching staff did anything wrong. It's not like they played poorly. It's more, the first day camp, you got to get into it. It's a CBA, an hour and a half. You can't exceed that limit. You can't go full pads yet. So it's shorts, it's helmets. It feels more like OTAs, which to me is a good thing because, and I told you this on the show with you, they went hard in OTAs, I feel like. Saleh has gone, and I've liked this, it's under the radar, but he's gone down the route where he's not cupcaking it for his whole team in OTAs. Like Rodgers said, I forgot who it was, but he said, and someone else said too, and backed him up, minicamp wasn't anything different than OTAs, mandatory minicamp for 2 days. It's the same program. It's the same style of practice. And we were over that months ago. And so today was pretty much, a continuation of that, but that's going to quickly change come next week.
So here's the schedule for the Jets, according to Robert Saleh, who was asked about it today. 90-minute practice today. You were there. Yep. Tomorrow will be a little bit longer. The last 2 days of acclimation are 2 full-hour practices. Day off on Sunday. Pads come on Monday. So the fans will be there tomorrow. I'll be there on Saturday with a bunch of Jet fans. The full pads come on Monday. So with the new rules in the CBA, you basically ramp people up towards full pads.
Are the fans there tomorrow? I know public is Saturday.
Fans there tomorrow, baby.
Are they really? Okay.
I've given away about 10 tickets to fans so far. So Jet fans, if you ever have extra training camp tickets and you want them to go, you get 2 other Jet fans who actually could use them, reach out to me on my Discord, Patreon, DM me on social media, and we'll get them in the hands of real Jet fans.
Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, you'll see shorts and helmets again tomorrow. Full pads next week. And listen, we'll run down the stars of the day, so-called stars of the day, and who won the day. The defense, to me, the strength of the team, the coverage, it was the shining unit today. And we'll get into it. Rodgers was fine. Incompletions, uncharacteristic incompletions at times, but they were incompletions that were smart, where he's not wasting a rep and he's putting it in a perfect place. He wasn't picked. I mean, even if he was, not a big deal for practice, but Some red zone instances where one of the last team sessions was red zone at the 10. First down, quick concept to Garrett Wilson on a bubble. Got it out quickly. It was nicely done. Good to stick with it based on the pre-snap defense, but Michael Carter II just blew it up. He read it instantly, quickly. I think he might be the best slot corner in the league, and he squeezed it with his inside shoulder free, squeezed it to the sideline with the blocker in front of him. I think it was Lazard, and Sauce came down. I think the next play, it was a seam to Gibson. Not the right guy, but Rodgers had nowhere to go. It was covered perfectly. So it's a short seam in the red zone, covered again perfectly by Michael Carter. The ball just got right over Tony Adams' outstretched arms. I thought it was going to be picked, but Rodgers placing it perfectly. It wasn't incompletion, so it's going to go down as incompletion, but it's a great throw based on the coverage. So stuff like that is what highlighted the day to me.
Good stuff with that breakdown. All right, I want to ask you about Allen Lazard. First play from team drills. Allen Lazard, a big 20-yard diving catch I was seeing online. Sounds like Allen Lazard showed a pulse, I should say. He showed a pulse. There we go. Today. Your thoughts on what you saw from Lazard?
Yeah, let me try to find my first tweet. He had that one. I think he had another catch, and then the last play of the practice, the session, the entire day was a touchdown to Lazard on the goal line. In that set where they were starting at the 10 in the red zone, 11 on 11 teams. And again, great coverage. Rodgers scampering to the left. Lazard, and knowing Rodgers, finding space in the goal line coverage, which is match man, no matter what. It got the open space and got the touchdown. So it lends to that idea. He's comfortable with Rodgers. They're on the same page. And it's funny, his hands get incrementally, infinitely better when Rodgers is throwing him the ball. Is that just Rodgers and how accurate he is and how pretty his ball is when he throws it? I said ball, not balls, maybe, but they know each other pretty well. So that first one was a dandy. And
calm your freaky down.
Continue.
Yeah, his strong day continued.
So look, I would like to take full credit. You should as well for Allen Lazard's resurgence. It was that $500 super chat from Peter Castro that inspired him.
100%. That was my first thought when I saw that. When I saw that catch, I looked around. I go, how does no one else know? This is because of me and Jake. And it's a proud thing I wear on my sleeve. Let's just leave it at that.
Some other things I want to get to before we talk more about the actual on-field stuff, and we'll get your thoughts on Reddick and all that too.
Yeah.
The injury situation, right? Morgan Moses, Breece Hall working with the trainers over on the side.
Bawden.
Mike Williams, Nick Bawden are on the PUP list that we knew. Breece Hall was limited, but he did practice, I saw. Thoughts on just the state of the team health-wise right now?
It's I think it's not a disaster scenario. It's not even a bad scenario. I think it's run-of-the-mill, par for the course. I think Mike Williams will be back sooner than we think. Bawden, I just don't know. Breece was off to the side, but he did partake in some positional drills. When the quarterbacks and the receivers were doing their thing against air, you do positionals, quarterbacks, running backs are all together. Then you do larger positionals. Breece ran some routes. So he was out there. He'd hop in the rotation, hop out for a little bit, hop back in. So he's running. He's fine. I wouldn't worry about that one bit. So from that front, I think there's nothing to worry about in terms of injuries. The
other notable, not injury, but a positive development with an offensive lineman coming off injury, AVT was out there today. Now they kept him out of the team drills.
Yeah.
But he was out there practicing. That's a good sign. So you have most of the offensive line, right, out there practicing. Morgan Moses being the only one who's not, but that's precautionary. He should be fine. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it looks like a starting O-line to me. Even without Moses, it looks like a starting unit. And keep these guys out there as a 5-man unit, whether it's Moses or Olu or, whoever you want, Schweitzer, throw Schweitzer in there on the interior, then I'm going to feel pretty good about this team's chances.
Like to hear that. All right, some other things I wanted to hit on with you. When you talk about some of the rookies, you already brought up how the secondary had a big day.
Yeah.
Quantez Stiggers. Break down his performance. Is he going to challenge some of the guys on this team for some playing time? Because every practice, seemingly, whether it be OTAs or now today, this kid's making plays.
Yeah, he had an interception, one-on-one vertical. I forgot. I didn't get a good look at who the receiver was, but it doesn't really matter. A vertical route. He turned his hips. Great position. Left hand on the hip. And it wasn't an outstanding, flashy interception. It was more a disciplined reward for a disciplined position because Peasley underthrew it. It was a bad ball. He threw it late. He threw it to the inside, didn't throw it to the outside shoulder to the receiver near the sideline where it's safe. But Stigger still had to go up. I mean, it wasn't right in his face. He had to go up and grab it. And then, Oski it on the way back. So Stiggers, he's an opportunist, and it's really good to see. I don't think he'll blow you away with his athletic ability, but he does the right things. He's invested in doing things the right way in terms of technique, buying into the team. So that's a positive thing.
Hit the like button if you're tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk Jets every day. Any questions about a specific player or moment in practice, best way to get it read will be via Super Chat to Robby. We'll bring those up as we move along here. Another player I want to talk to you about, Eric Watts. I saw today that he had a pressure on the third team to force Andrew Peasley to throw the ball away. This is a guy that I think if you're going to target maybe one UDFA that has a legitimate chance to make the team, he might be the guy to look at. What'd you see from him?
Yeah, Watts, he had that pressure. And, him, you got Taylor, him, McGregor. But that third team, the trenches, and it was tough to pinpoint guys because we were up top, but the third team O-line and D-line were getting after it. In the first rotation in teams, they were going at it. Izzy had a bunch of those carries, and there was a lot of talking. There was a lot of, fiery attitudes, and I really like to see that, especially on the third team. Guys are hungry, and they want to make plays and want to do things and get on film. Watts is one of those guys. Without Reddick there, you need someone to step up because you can't feel comfortable with what's out there now. Clemens starting opposite JJ is not ideal.
100%. Give us some other players that you thought impressed you, or maybe some players that didn't impress you. Just your thoughts, highlight some guys from what stood out.
Well, Michael Carter II. I just can't say enough about him. He's incredible.
Extend him. What are we doing?
Extend him, exactly. You got to do it, and I wouldn't be shocked if they do it this summer because it's something that he has something that can't be coached. He's a knack for the ball and just an instinct in terms of what the play is going to be, almost from a quarterback mindset on the defensive side of the ball, and. When a guy is so good that he's making Aaron Rodgers' correct reads, correct pre-snap reads, and correct post-snap reads fall incomplete and not work, that is really good. And it's not just Carter, of course. You got Sauce, you got DJ Reed, Tony Adams, I thought had a strong day. The linebackers, but it's tough. Linebackers get overshadowed in camp a lot, just like the trenches, because, when the ball's on the ground and it's rushed, there's not much to look at. There's enough, but there's not much compared to when the ball's in the air. So Michael Carter, Irv Charles, rough day as a receiver. He dropped one that he wants back, definitely from Tyrod over the middle. Xavier, we talked about Xavier a lot in OTAs. He's still one of the 3 starters in 11 personnel without Mike Williams out there.
So it was Garrett, Lazard, and Xavier Gibson were the 3?
Yes. And Xavier, I think Xavier and Rodgers are still working out stuff. They have to get on the same page. There was a shallow cross early in teams. It wasn't the perfect pass. Rodgers had nowhere to go. That's one of the themes. The coverage is just tremendous. Threw it a little behind him, but catchable. A little high, a little behind him, catchable. Dropped it. Ball went straight up in the air and fell incomplete, luckily. So not the strongest day from Xavier. Valade starting with the first unit. It's a interesting thing that I think they're doing for the benefit of the running back room. Without Brees in teams, I think they're throwing Valade in there to take Brees' spot so Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis get comfortable with their rotation, if that makes sense. Not to crush Valade's hopes here, but if I had to guess, I think that's what it would be. He had a secondary read catch in the flat early from Rodgers. What else do we have happen?
How about Braylon Allen? Just speaking of him, he looks like a monster in the photos they post. He's in the thumbnail for this video because I thought that photo was sick. Your thoughts on him?
Yeah, Braylon Allen, Brees and Braylon both had 2 rushes in the first set of teams with the first team. I don't want to give away the concept, but let's just say that the O-line did its job on both, and the offense won those 2 reps. So having those 2 big guys run downhill, stretch and run downhill is pretty dangerous.
Like to hear that. And Will McDonald, he's a guy I'm going to ask you a lot this summer. I can't wait to see him in person on Saturday. How's he looking?
Yeah, I think it was Will McDonald. I thought it was JJ at first, but I think it was Will McDonald. Playing on the first team, red zones, 11 on 11, late. They try to bubble screen to the left. Will McDonald made life so uncomfortable for Rodgers because he played it in the perfect spot. Not getting too far downhill, squeezing it, keeping his outside shoulder free, right edge. And Michael Carter again made a great play on the outside, on the perimeter. But Will McDonald's got the PD, and if he can, like Salah says, he's Gumpy. If he could take that next step, it's going to be huge.
If he takes a Jermaine Johnson year 2 leap, watch out. By the way, Javon Kinlaw looked like a beast in some of the photos they posted of him. Yeah, that guy looks phenomenal.
He looks ready, man, and he looks bigger than I thought he was. I don't know if he put on some weight. Probably not, but
Rodgers talked about him. Were you at his presser?
I missed Rodgers. He wasn't on the list. So I was there for Salah and Quincy, but I missed Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers even highlighted Kinlaw. Ulbrich said in that interview that I did a whole video on that he thinks Kinlaw could be one of the best defensive linemen in the league. That's the type of talent they think he has. Salah was with him in San Fran when they drafted him. Imagine he's not going to be Quinnen, obviously, but imagine he's really good, like what that does to this defense.
He fits this scheme perfectly. That's one. In terms of talent, yes, they're right. He has the raw physical attributes and talent. So the scheme and the talent, yes and yes. It's everything else. It's the instincts. It's the get off. It's the discipline in certain circumstances and situations. And that's just not Kinlaw. That's the entire rushing defense that I'm going to be locked in on. Counters, misdirections, understanding what offenses are trying to do to you. So if Kinlaw gets that down early, then he could have a tremendous season.
100%. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. I want to ask Robby's thoughts on Hassan Reddick and how he thinks that situation will ultimately play out. Before we do that, let's shout out our guy, Luppy, the Lup Man, getting the membership train started for the people. How about a 5-spot of memberships?
Money, 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 money.
If you hear your name called, you are an Asmaniac. Thanks to Luppy, M. Lopez 149, Yeetus Deletus, Jace B, Intro Bot, Romano Jr. Ramirez. You guys are all officially Asmaniacs. Congratulations. Enjoy the perks of your membership, including a members-only video that I posted yesterday. That and all the emojis and everything else, your member badge. Shout out to Luppy for coming through. Hassan Reddick, obviously Salah was asked about it. He said what you would expect him to say. I got to coach the guys who are here. I'm not worried about it. Players on defense asked about it. Have said the same thing. It's a business. And I've talked a lot about Reddick, so my audience knows my thoughts. I want your thoughts on the Reddick situation and how you ultimately see it getting resolved.
I'm still seeing, extreme views both ways, where, some people are thinking, how the hell could the Jets do this? How could you bring a guy in without having it locked up, having it so up in the air? And I'm seeing other opinions where, it's not that big of a deal because, they have the ultimate trump card. It's the way of the world. It's the way of the NFL. He has to play, and there's no two ways about it. And I kind of lay on that side still. I think you're on that end of the token too, but I'm not sure. Maybe you're different, but I'm still not concerned, to be honest. And the main thing is, I view Huff and Reddick in two very different lights. They're very different players to me. And Reddick, while there are questions about him buying in, and there have been blurbs about him in terms of him chasing numbers and not being the total team guy, I'm not too concerned. If he's the edge guy and he pins his ears back and gets the quarterback, it's okay. And it's the one position in which, and I saw Michael Nania tweet this, it doesn't. You want your guys there for sure, but edge, if your edge misses 3 weeks of camp, they could be fine. They should be fine, especially if they're a pass rushing guy in this scheme. So I'm not too concerned about Reddick.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think at the end of the day, they do something with his deal, give him more money, incentives, and get him into camp, and he'll continue to be one of the more disruptive forces in the league. Like, this guy is a game wrecker. He closes out games. He forces turnovers. And for every Jet fan who's annoyed at Reddick for wanting more money, you're going to be loving Hassan Reddick when he's helping you win big games this year. So just wait for that.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Jones last year, I mean, he missed a game. Bosa, it happens all the freaking time, folks.
How about, by the way, speaking of Bosa, right? So he held out last summer. He eventually got paid. Niners went to the Super Bowl, all that. But the Niners right now, Ayuk holding out, yeah. Trent Williams holding out. Please, I hope they take all the time away from the team that they want. Don't play week 1, come back week 2, and we'll meet you guys in the Super Bowl. But no Trent Williams, no Brandon Ayuk week 1 against the Jets. I'm on board. What say you?
Yeah, same. And it's amazing. It's amazing what wins do and a playoff appearance does, because if the Jets made the playoffs last year, this Reddick thing wouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's be honest. So, take it in stride, understand it's not ideal. It's not perfect. Of course, if you're solid, you want your guys there. But he said the right things today. More reps for other guys, Clemens, McDonald, Watts, some other guys. A couple other notes I saw, not to get off the Reddick path so quick, but
go ahead.
The Lazard ball, the first play of the game, could have been a hospital ball, thrown in the area where a safety could have drove down and thumped him. It's practice, so it's probably not going to happen. And Rodgers knows that. Number one. Number two, even if it is practice, kudos to Lazard for, exposing those ribs with the hands high and grabbing the ball. That was
maybe Rodgers did it on purpose. He threw a hospital ball trying to get rid of Lazard once and for all. Force the Jets to go get Devontae.
Yeah, he watched your episode and is mad. One of your dedicated fans lost $500. He's just looking for a little payback. And then the next rotation for the first team, first 2 plays, Garrett Wilson in the flat and kind of a zig route in one-on-one coverage. It looked man pre-snap all the way. Rodgers read it right, and then the next play, on the sideline, I don't think it was a full comeback. It was more of like a 10 to 8 yard hook. And I don't think it was man. It might have been a cover 3, but either way, he recognized solo high, single high, one-on-one. So Garrett Wilson, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention these two. Garrett Wilson and Rodgers they are in the zone already.
Garrett Wilson, if healthy with this quarterback, oh my God, he could break every Jet record. I can't wait. And Rodgers, last year he was a little hesitant to talk about Garrett being like the best in the league. He's like, that's still Devontae. I think Garrett's great. He's on his way. But I think even Rodgers now realizes it, because he said at his media availability today, I think he has the talent and ability to be the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, and if you're a Jets fan, you're critical. Some are critical of Douglas, and there are things that Douglas loves to do and doesn't love to do in terms of the GM position. But remember who he is. He's a scout. He's been a scout most of his career, and he prides himself on grabbing the guys who are all about football, who have that natural instinct. And guys like Michael Carter, guys like Garrett Wilson certainly have that. And it's very difficult to pluck those guys out and get the right ones. And those are 2 good examples.
100%. Comments, questions, super chats for Robby. Sabo, Rodgers moving pretty good in those videos I saw of the team drills and some of the stuff they were allowed to record during the media sessions.
Yeah, not one. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's limber. Not one
No
moment.
blisters on his feet, which he confirmed,
No,
by the way, on the part
no,
of my take interview.
no blister. He must have worn sandals in Egypt because his feet look pretty damn good. I'm telling you, like there's no worry. There's no need to worry about his Achilles injury. I don't think, or be ultra worried about him being fragile, or him falling off a cliff. I mean, he still has it. Um, I think, there might be some bumps along the way, but for the most part, I don't think Jets fans should worry too much.
He's Robby Sabo. My name is Jake Asman. If you're new to the show, welcome. We talk Jets each and every day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the announcement, maybe you've been on vacation, you just got back, we have a merch store now, jakeasman.com, jakeasman.com/shop. Purchase any item in the merch store. If you're a Patreon subscriber, everything's always 15% off. It's included in your membership. Shout out to Slayer, who's our most recent Patreon subscriber. Think about it like this. If you plan to buy a single item in the merch store, your discount is going to save you more than $5, which means you're getting your Patreon membership for free. That easy. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Shout out to everyone who has purchased merch, including myself. Robby, my cup finally came in last night.
Ooh.
I had listeners getting merch before I even got what I ordered, before any of them. It doesn't make any sense.
Ah, man, we never did the mug. JetX used to have a merch store, but we just did T-shirts and I think a gator, one of those masks, because it happened during COVID. Mug, excellent idea.
Speaking of excellent ideas, Moneybags Luppy. How about another 5 spot of channel memberships?
Money, 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 money.
Here we go. 5 from Luppy, Jeremy, Kevin Clark, Briscoe, Kimberly, Hollywood Rules, all officially channel members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to Luppy for his contributions. Really appreciate that. All right, a couple super chats, Robby, and then we'll open up the Gusbuster umbrella hotline. Luppy with a super chat. He wants to know, who is the surprise standout in your opinion today?
Not too many crazy surprises, to be honest. Lazard, you'd have to go Lazard.
That works.
Yeah, I mean, because he had at least 3 receptions, and it's not the stats, it's not the receptions, it's the way in which they unfolded. That first one, which was a tough grab, not the best throw in the world, not a terrible throw either, and then the one to end practice, in which easy grab, right in his numbers, and Rodgers had to scamper a little bit outside because nothing was open. Because they didn't give up. Those two who know each other didn't give up, and Lazard found room. He found space, and that's a talent that Lazard excels at for sure.
100%. Lazard, I think, would have to be the answer. I mean, we all thought he was a shot player, and for at least a day, he was not bad.
Yeah, he was solid today. And without Mike Williams out there, it doesn't look great, man. The 3 receivers and 11 personnel. So if Gibson can take that next step, Corley eventually gets there, and Lazard could be his reliable self, things are looking a little better.
Love it. Love it. This one is from Bang Mateo. It's negative, as usual. Reddick situation reflects the Jets front office ineptitude. Your thoughts, Robby?
I mean, hey, if a year from now, Bryce Huff has 1.5 sacks and never plays on base in Philly, and Reddick has 12 sacks for a playoff-bound Jets, Bang Mateo's going to be singing a different tune. They are very, very different players. Evaluating Reddick by just Reddick alone is not the way to go, because there's such a thing as a salary cap in this league. It's a hard salary cap. So everything has to be within context. And Reddick, you can't talk about Reddick without talking about Huff. So I think from that standpoint, I can't crush them, at least not yet. If something goes crazy and Reddick actually sits out games, then okay, it's fair game for sure. But I'd be shocked if that happens.
Yeah, I would say calm down, Bang. All right. Calm down. Nick Bosa held out 2 last year. How'd that work?
Listen,
Chris Jones missed a game last year. How'd that work?
If you played football, you love the game, but you don't love practice. You don't. I'm sorry. Not every practice, at least. So There's a lot of these guys, they're professionals, and some of them, they won't admit it, of course, but it's not rare to have a guy strategically hold out for financial gain, yet also have in the back of his mind, I'll take the fine to miss a week or two of camp, and I'll be fresher for October.
That is well said. This one is from Gangrene, who writes in. Gangrene, thanks for being an Asmaniac for 4 months. Robbie and Jake, big fan of you both. Love X Factor. Subscribe for a few months. How do you feel about Cole Leveo? How has he looked playing versus NFL guys? Yeah, that's the guy, for those who don't remember, they signed from the UFL. Your thoughts on him, Robbie?
Yeah, honestly, I can't. I'd be irresponsible if I said anything because I haven't even. I've seen him out there, but I haven't really noticed him.
It's hard without pads on for linemen too.
100%. So, thanks for subscribing. I will. Who was the username again?
Gangrene.
Gangrene. Okay, Gangrene. I'll be on the lookout for you tomorrow.
I love it. This is why we have the best listeners in sports, by the way. Luppy writes in. This is $10 to put Bang in the Shadow Realm. Jake, you said you're a capitalist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am, Luppy. And if you want Bang Mateo in the Shadow Realm, I would be honored. It is a privilege to send him to the realm, Robbie.
Is Bang Mateo a capitalist? That's what I would like to know.
I don't know. I don't want his blood money. You can keep your $2, Bang. All right?
Bang.
If Luppy wants you in the realm, we'll see you there.
Into the Shadow Realm you go.
I don't really look too much into like who we're going after and all of this stuff, but as long as like we're not getting no Jets guys, like I'm good. Let's get this thing done.
What you saying, huh? That's what I'm talking about.
Bang. Bang. Reveal your communist leanings immediately at once. Put it in the chat.
We'll see you in 5, Bang. Enjoy your time out. Mother effing Chew with an Asmaniac free super chat of the month. Bang, how does it feel having all your takes shot down every time? Question mark. Bang Mateo is one of a kind. Chew, you know this.
Choo, mother effing choo.
Anyway.
Yeah, Bang shoots his shot time and again.
Yeti wants to know, Robbie, don't you have Wayne coming on anytime soon? Or do you have Wayne? I think he means to ask.
Tomorrow night, we're going to do one. So tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Jet X. We're back.
Ask Wayne, I'm sure you're going to. Ask Wayne his thoughts on his era of jerseys for most of his career coming back for a game this year.
I will. You know what's funny? I've asked him a bunch of times before, and I can't stop asking him because uniforms always pop up in the news, and I just can't stop. And most times he goes with the green helmet, so the first one in 95, 96, 97. Then they switched to the white helmets in 98. But he goes back and forth. He loves the white helmets too. And how nice are those third jersey white helmets?
Oh, tremendous.
I can't believe they even moved on. Listen, the ones they have now are great too. I love them. But, looking at those, you just scratch your head wondering how they ever could change them. Darren Lee and Jamal Adams. Nice parting gift by those two guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game, man. They made the right choice. It's crazy that that's now a throwback, Like those are that's my childhood, those jerseys. Like that's wild. And then, the 80s jerseys now being permanent as the legacy. It's like it's crazy, but the Jets went from the worst uniform combos arguably in the league to maybe one of the best in one offseason.
Honestly, all they have to do from here until eternity is every 10 years keep going back and forth between those two sets. That's it.
We're not too cold. We basically answered your question. Welcome aboard. There's your uniform breakdown. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's great. I'm sure Wayne's going to be pumped up too.
Yes. Yeah, he's going to love it.
Ryan wants to know, how was the Tippmann and Rodgers chemistry looking? That's friend of the show, Joe Tippmann.
Oh, yeah. Tippmann's a friend of the show. Tippmann, he's really under the radar right now. Don't you feel that? Like, you think about, you look at the room, you look at the locker room, you think about certain guys you want to see make the jump, like McDonald, Tony Adams, Xavier Gibson. Tippmann, he flies under the radar, and it's an interesting thing. I was surprised he wasn't a starter by week 1 last summer. Everyone was freaking out. Remember, mid-August last year, everyone's freaking out. Oh, Tippmann's a bust. He's terrible. He's this, he's that. And, no, he's a stud. And, I'm not going to talk on their chemistry after one practice. It's pretty much the same in terms of what we saw in OTAs. I guess the best sign is no fumble snaps with Tippmann and Rodgers. Whereas in OTAs, there were a bunch of fumble snaps when Tyrod came in for Rodgers. That was minicamp, not OTAs, for those 2 days. So from that standpoint, looking pretty good.
Rodgers enjoys sticking his hands under Joe Tippmann's rear end and taking snaps.
Hey, man, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Tippmann's a real ass maniac. We love him. Big fella with a super chat. Robbie, any info on Fotu or Will McDonald? Big fella, we hit on Will earlier, but how about Lecky Fotu, Robbie?
Yeah, shout out Dennis Wazak, AP's Dennis Wazak, who put out his daily training camp report. He had Fotu on there as a positive. Truth be told, I wasn't really locked in on the trenches or the interior too much, so nothing much from me. But generally,
wouldn't let you go in the trenches. They wouldn't let you get in there.
I stray from the dirty job.
Yeah.
But Fotu had a pretty good day from what I'm hearing around, especially from Wazak. Go to Wazak's Twitter to see a little on Fotu.
Lecky Fotu, this is what I got here. I took down a note. It might have been Waz who had it. Lecky Fotu blew up a run on the second unit, first series, and Tyrod Taylor misfired on throw to Herb Charles.
Okay. Yep. I remember the play, the blow up. I didn't know if it was Fotu. My angle probably wasn't great. I just saw a massive, bodies clanging together. But if that's Fotu, hey, good, hell of a job. I wonder where he was lined up. On the right side or left side. If it was over Schweitzer, I'd feel even better about it. Wish we had replay in camp. I'll tell you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Castro is watching the show. I hope you heard your shout out at the top, Peter. Glad to hear about my favorite receiver, Alan Lazard. He's alive. Amazing.
He's
if Lazard's
alive,
good, we
yes.
give all the credit to us and Peter Castro.
Yep, Lazard's alive, and he's making more than $500 a year.
Yeah,
we'll say that.
Honestly, Lazard should give Peter $500. It's the right thing to do.
Hey, what if he has 1,000 yards this season? Peter, will you be happy then? You still in
Peter
the
would
chat,
be
buddy?
thrilled. Well, here's the thing with Peter. He's on one hand one of the more negative fans of this show. Well, on the other hand, he has them going like 14-3 and winning the Super Bowl. So I don't really understand a lot of his logic at times.
It's a Jets fan.
I was about to say he's a Jet fan, basically.
Yeah, I can't bash it. That's a Jets fan. 500 for Lazard accidentally. Wife not leaving him because of it. Jets fan. The definition of a Jets fan for sure.
Mm-hmm. Jetted Out writes in, when Ripka coming on your show, Sabo, I like het. I believe Jetted Out is trying to say he's a fan of Ripka, who's one of your writers at Jets X Factor, and would like to see her on your show. I believe I just interpreted Jetted Out's message.
When Jetted Out, Rivka's awesome. Number one. Number two, I don't have a show. I mean, me and Corbett we go live to talk to fans. And number three, she's doing fine by herself. She's had Aaron Schatz on, Samini. So another pretty big guest is coming on this Sunday. I forgot who it was. So I encourage everyone to check out her show and more importantly, her articles on JetX. I mean, she's become one hell of a writer and analyst. So
she's great at cap stuff. I always like her breakdowns on contracts and stuff.
Yeah, she is the cap expert at JetX. I mean, Nania's the analytics whiz, and Rivka's an analytics whiz too. I don't know. Me, no, not analytics. I'm film all the way, but Rivka does a great job with the cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, first up today on the Gusbuster Hotline is a man who has made it rain with 10 memberships so far. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lup Man. Hello, Luppy.
Hey, how you guys doing? All right?
What's up, man?
What's up, Luppy?
Listen, I'm loving this. I love it. Bobby, love to see you. Is it Bobby? Do you say Bobby?
Hey,
say Bobby.
Either anyone. Bobby, Robbie, Rob, Robert. I'm good.
Yeah.
Anything.
So how do you see us not winning the AFC East? How do you not? What is the scenario that would not make us win the AFC East? What's that?
Injuries.
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 Injuries. We have depth, though. You have some good depth.
Well, it depends on who the injuries are too, though. Like you lose Rodgers on play 4 again. Yeah, that's how you not win that's how you miss the playoffs.
Yeah, it's football. Injuries, and the only other scenario is poor coaching. If this coaching staff really is not the goods, and it gets
I'm
revealed.
trying to calm myself down. I'm not going to curse on your show, Jake, but I am really psyched for this year. I don't see a scenario where, even with the backups we have, and we're not going to make the playoffs and make a run for the Super Bowl. I really see this. I've been a Jet fan since 1965 when I was born into it. I swear to God, I love this freaking goddamn team, and I can't see us not winning with this talent that we have. And Reddick we're going to get signed him. We are going to sign him, like you said. It's going to happen, and this guy is just going to murder people, just like Gaston used to do. And we're just going to run over all these people. How do you not see us not winning the AFC East with Buffalo taking a step back? Miami now, who's question mark? I don't think the quarterback for Miami is going to really last a year. He's not going to last a year. Seriously. He can't do it 2 years in a row.
I'll tell you what. If the Jets stay healthy, I agree with you, Luppy. I think they're the most talented team in the conference, or the division, I should say. And I think they're one of the more talented teams in the conference. I don't think it's crazy to feel that way.
We almost beat the Chiefs with Zach Wilson. That's crazy. Yep. And now you get put Aaron Rodgers in. Yes.
How old were you when they won the Super Bowl?
I was 4 years old.
Oh, so you have been living on this earth for that long.
That's how I became a Jet fan. I remember everybody coming out saying, "Oh, Joe Namath this. We won the Super Bowl," and everybody going crazy. I was like, "Wow, what is this? What is this, football?" Oh, wow. And I was just like, and I got sucked in. And every year, disappointment. This is the year. I know this is the year. I feel it. No, Jake, you feel it too.
I feel it too. I feel it, Luppy.
So, Robbie, you feel it too.
Oh, yeah. At the top of the show, I felt it. Come on now.
Yes, you do. Yes. Feel top of it. Love it. Let's go, J-E-G-S, Jets.
Luppy, do me a favor, because I know you like to crack a cold one back. Shoot me a message on the Discord. I need your address, and I'm sending you a koozie for that can of beer right there, right?
Love you, Jake.
I love it. The Lupp Man, everybody. What a call. Luppy's the best.
Is Luppy a new character? I don't think I've ever been introduced.
No, he's always in the chat. He doesn't call it tumble. When he does, he brings it.
Nice.
Jetted Out says, "My bad, Jake. I'm at work trying to text." Jetted Out, it's all good. I think we understood your message. Sarah writes in, "Morning, fellas." Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone I am incredibly jealous of. He received his Jake Asman Show polo shirt before I even received my own Jake Asman Show polo shirt that I ordered days before he ordered it. It doesn't make any sense. Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike joins us now. What's up, Mike?
Look at this. I can't wait to wear this at work tomorrow, baby.
Wow.
Look at this. I can't
How does it
wait.
fit? It's perfect?
Perfect. Look how beautiful that looks. I was expecting like screen printing, embroidery. Oh my God, look at that.
Look at that.
That looks good.
Look at that chest.
Looks good. Yeah, I know. Can really feel it. So before my question for Robbie, I want to show everybody what I scored. So I buy a lot of cards. I love buying cards, especially like rookies. So I got a Jordan Travis, which is nothing special. However, it's the first time I got the number 1, the first printing of the cards.
That's awesome.
8. So I hope he turns out to be a stud because it'll be worth something.
So I don't know cards that well. So obviously the first print is more valuable than like the 850th print of that model.
The first and last are usually the most valuable. So like if you had 890 of 890 or like 25 of 25, whatever, or like the first one, those are the most valuable of the prints.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
My niece has been getting into cards, basketball cards especially. It seems like it's gaining popularity again all of a sudden.
Yeah, if you get like a logo man, I don't know if like nerd out about cards, but a logo man is like the NBA logo with like a star. There's only one of one, So if you score that, you're looking at like a $5,000 card.
Wow.
What company is it? Panini or like I remember back in
Panini.
the
Panini
okay.
makes those ones. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I still have them somewhere. Tops. I have like the MLB 1987, 1988, like complete set of Tops or Upper Deck or lying around somewhere.
You got some money laying around, man. You should take a look at those.
Upper Deck home run heroes in the early 90s. Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey. I gotta check those out
Oh
again.
man, Mark McGuire probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Canseco. I know Canseco's in there too.
My question for you, Robbie, was Corley on the field at all today? I'm dying to know about this guy.
Yeah, he was there, but receiver is not easy, and getting acclimated to the scheme is not a simple thing. I'm trying to remember spotting him. I didn't spot him at all. Jake, you didn't hear anything about Corley today, right?
There wasn't anything I saw that was like he made this great play or anything that stood out. I know he was out there. I mean,
yeah,
the
I know. I
posted
saw
a photo of him.
I know I saw him out there for sure too, but I'm trying to pinpoint seeing him in teams. I didn't. So, I'm sure he's on the second unit opposite Irv Charles, and he just didn't get any looks his way. The second unit passing game really didn't do much. Neither did the third unit. Yeah, he's gonna have to learn the scheme, and it's gonna take some time.
One more. Did you guys see the Danny Dimeless throw from today?
Yeah, so was it like a screen?
Oh man, it was the worst throw I've ever seen. I couldn't. I was like, oh my god, it's like Zach Wilson, but worse.
I'm gonna take it easy on it. It's his first practice coming off the ACL. I'll give him a break for one.
Yeah, I had to throw a shot. If there's any Giant fans in there. See you guys.
I love it, Mike.
All right.
You're the man. Great shirt, dude. Love it. How about the fact he got his polo shirt before I did?
Yeah, that's criminal. How the hell did that happen?
I don't know. I ordered stuff days before it all went live for Patreon folks.
You obviously chose the best quality, right? Polo, t-shirts, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, and it's that shirt he's wearing is Adidas brand, so it's like high end stuff too.
You went Adidas. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean this merch store was like 3 years in the making, so if I was finally going to do it, I wanted to make sure that if people were going to spend money, it was going to be for legit stuff.
Yeah, I forgot the man. It's been so long. Maybe we should look into reopening one. But
we could house Jet X on our site if you guys have some good items.
Hey, dude, I'll do that in a heartbeat instead of going through the whole process again myself with the print shop and Shopify. We'll talk.
I'll connect you with my director of merch operations.
Okay, nice.
She's in the chat.
All right, cool.
More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is someone who got the first ever item from the store. And now I have the same item. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Clifton. Hello, Kyle.
What's up, gentlemen? How are you?
What's up, Kyle?
So, Hassan Reddick over the last 4 years has averaged 12 and a half sacks per year. And it's apparent to me that was baked into the price of the trade. They traded him for a third round pick in 2026, knowing that there would be contract strife, but also knowing the Jets that they had leverage over the player. So I don't understand any histrionics about this just yet. He's going to take some fines probably this week. If the agent is able to talk sense to him, they'll get him in camp. Maybe they'll sweeten some stuff for this year, whether it's incentives or guarantees. And then hopefully, if Joe is deft at it, he can extend them for 1 year at our price. That's the way to do this.
Yeah.
But to start throwing your hands up and start screaming Chicken Little about this right now, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the way I view it too. It's one of those situations where you use the CBA in your favor.
Right.
He has no choice but to play. Like people don't understand this.
Otherwise, he wrecks his value for next when he hits the market.
Completely screwed. He has to play. And if you're in a situation, okay, you make a statement. You hold out for the first week or two, maybe even 3. You miss some of the tough spots in the summer, and you get in there and collect your sacks. I'd be shocked if they extend him, because I think it's even more of an asset to have him playing out his walk year this year. So maybe they acquiesce him in some form or fashion before the season starts and he could save face. That's probably gun to my head. That's what's going to happen. They're going to come together eventually after a couple weeks of holding out, a few weeks of holding out. They do something minor. They announce it. Everyone saves face and away they go.
Right. Hey, Jake, when I get the youth T-shirt, if Mrs. Clifton allows it, I will have Clifton Jr. model it upon arrival.
I love it. I love it. Keep us posted, Kyle. That's awesome.
I'll talk to you later.
Kyle Clifton checking in. Good stuff. Monty with a $10 super chat. Hey, thank you both for your coverage and entertainment. I wish YouTube fandom existed when I was a younger man. Last year's we had no O-line, and I'm worried about it. One pass rusher. Well, look, I think their O-line is way better this year than it was last year. Like last year, we didn't even know who the starting five were until a week before the season started. We've known the Jets starting five since March. Like they have Olu Fashanu backing up a Hall of Famer and Tyron Smith. Like that's as good of a backup left tackle situation as you're going to have in the league. They have experience with all their backups now. Like they're better equipped than they were a year ago. Tippmann's in year 2. AVT's back. Simpson greater than Tomlinson. Morgan Moses obviously way better than Brown or Becton. So look, they're going to need some injury luck. We understand that, but I feel really good about this offensive line. It should be their best O-line they put on a field since 2015.
Yeah, if you remove the trauma and the scars and the crying and the screaming and kicking and yelling, if you remove all that stuff and you look at it objectively, you should be more worried about the D-line than the O-line right now. And that's I mean, I don't think it's a major difference. I mean, I think it's slightly, maybe you favor worrying about the D-line more than the O-line. That is to say, the O-line's in great shape right now. D-line, it's not that it's unhealthy. It's got players, of course, but I think there's more questions there right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, I think D-line wise, I'm not really worried. They're going to get Reddick in. I have a lot of faith in the coaching staff there to turn Kinlaw into something. Sounds like they're on their way to doing that. Fotu, like they'll find guys. You still have Quinnen. Tremaine's going to be a beast in year 3. I think McDonald's going to be good in year 2. Like they got the guys there. I'm not worried.
Yeah, and the other thing is Rodgers is a big difference for both. I mean, Rodgers in the game, running the game, helps the O-line tremendously. The same thing for the defensive line. Time of possession, keep it rolling. And the coverage. Obviously, the coverage is all world. It's so damn good, their coverage. So the coverage helps the D-line no matter what state it's in.
Reminder, I'm doing a giveaway of free merch. We were just talking about the merch. To be entered, I'm going to give away some hats. I'm going to pick some names out tomorrow, so today's the last day to enter. You follow me on my Twitter at Jake Asman and on my Instagram at Jake Asman, and you get a chance to be entered twice. If you then follow at Jake Asman Show on Twitter and at Jake Asman Show on Instagram, you get another 2 entries. So you can have up to 4 entries in our giveaway for some free hats. Any hat you want in the merch store, I'm sending it to you. I'm paying for it, sending you the shipping. You don't have to pay for any of it. All you have to do is just follow at Jake Asman on Twitter and Instagram, at Jake Asman Show on Twitter and Instagram. All right, more calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is always an inspiration to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Best is up next. Hello, Keith.
Oh, my God. Robbie, I want to tell you something.
Tell me, brother.
I played the video that we did on July 2nd after we did the 420 Edgemo.
Emojis?
I keep from this.
Members?
420? All I heard was 420.
Yeah, 420, the Edgemos. And I
heck
played
is
my
Edgemo?
goddad today.
He means we got 420 channel members.
Yeah, channel
which
members.
allowed me to add a Keith Best emoji. But he calls it Edgemo, which is great. I love it.
When 420, dances in my head, I go to a different place, my friends.
Yeah. So
I know where you're going. I see you.
So today, I said, I want you to watch something, Charlie. And he's not a sports fan. I've already said that. But he said, wow, that's really, really, really great. You had made the comment, about the community and using my godfather as an example. That blew me away. I said, now you can become, I told him today, I said, now I'm going to get you a jersey and you're going to become a Jets fan. And he was like, he'd rather have a political shirt on, but I won't go there. But, I haven't had a chance because I had radiology today, another one. Here's the disc, and I came home and took a nap. But I got a chance to see. Also, I want to tell you, I spent this morning with a 17-year-old that we're getting a shirt for. And I think one of the nurses told him, you got a present coming on the way. And he looked at me this morning and he says, did you get me that present? And I said, no, a lot of people got you that present. It's not about me. It's about the group here. I'm like Bobby. I almost started crying, Here's got no shot. I know we're talking about Jets season 1, but I'm just talking about what happened this morning with my experience in Life 101. So I'm going to be able to see him again in a couple of days. He's got some stuff going on and he's not really doing too well. And, I think about Kevin and his wife. I think about a lot of what the comments have been made over the last 3 weeks. How do you inspire somebody else when you have no inspiration yourself? And that's why I come on here, because I get inspired.
Does a day like today bring out more emotion in you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because today I didn't have either one of my jerseys on. I can't wear them every day, but yeah.
That means we got to send you more jerseys, Keith. That's what we need.
Yeah. I'm going to send. I talked. So I know a lot of comments were made, in the last 2 or 3 weeks about let's get all the kids where you go to at Good Samaritan Hospital jerseys. And I'd like to be able to do that. I met with the girl in Human Resource Department this morning. It has to be approved. My team of oncologists is 14 deep. And they all have to agree about it on some point because, the parents can't afford shit. I'm not asking them for them to pay. We're giving your kid something to inspire him to get out of this position that he sits in or she sits in. So I met with the girl from Human Resource at the hospital this morning, and she's going to put that together. And Jake, I'll send you an email. And
let me know, Keith, and we'll
let you. I will let
money.
You know.
Yep.
And I think if we could do that for the kids, even though I can't put their pictures of them receiving it or put their pictures on this show, but there'll be some way that I can figure out between Human Resource and me within the next couple of days that we would be able to do it. I mean, right now, my oncologist has only got like 3 under his wing. That's under my wing. And there's other ones that are included. So I don't want to have to go sit in a CEO meeting of oncologists at Florida Cancer Specialists, but we're going to work this out. And, I'm a patient guy lately. When you get old, like me, I'm 60 now. And when you get older, you slow down. I'm just like Jake. I've said it in the show earlier. We grew up together the same way. We were just in different industries. And, I've been a Manhattanite since I'm, a teenager. And I don't know. But
Keith, I'll tell you what. You get me that info, and when you have it ready, we'll be able to share it on the show, raise some money, and help the kids that you're mentoring all the time. That'll be great. Also, I want to work on a Keith Best shirt in the merch store, and we'll take 100% of the proceeds, and we'll donate it towards Keith and all his medical expenses as he's continuing to inspire us all with his cancer treatments and everything.
I said it before. It's the perfect name to do something with the Jets logo. Best. It's the perfect name to do something for merch. Yeah,
that's what inspired the emoji. I mean, the coolest thing is every time Keith calls in, even Robert Sala's watching the show right now, everyone uses the emoji, which is great. Or as Keith would call it, the Edgemo, which I love.
That's what he was trying to say.
Yes.
Emoji? Oh.
Yes.
I knew that.
Keith, you're the best, man. You're the best. Let's keep going with your calls here, then we'll say goodbye to Robby. Oh, not yet. Hold on. Luppy back with a 5 spot. Oh, baby. 5 from Luppy. Luppy, this keeps up. We might have to get you your own membership video. Hey, now, 5 channel memberships from Luppy. Here we go. 5 names. Kaiser Reb, Craig Smith, Your Jags, Craig watches YouTube, Nick Garris, all officially channel members. How about it? 15 members in this one show, all by one guy. Luppy carrying the Asmaniacs on his back.
I mean, if there was a Asmaniac Hall of Fame, he might be first ballot, right?
Luppy's making a case today. B-Mac, you're up next. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this hat on B-Mac, I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. I like
hey,
that.
guys. Hey, Jake. Yep. I'm officially a J-E-T-S.
B-Mac, wow. That just come in the mail?
Paul Boy Green sent me this.
Wow,
Nice.
Boy Green stepping up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go on the show every single morning with it on. So
I love it.
yeah.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey, B-Mac, what's
Yeah.
on TV? What's on TV back there? Miami Vice? What is that?
No, it's a new show. It's not a new show. It's been a show. Shades of Blue. It's with Jennifer Lopez. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, B-Mac, do me a favor. I know I sent you the Rodgers jersey last year, but I don't even know where your address is for that. Message me on the Discord your address, and we're going to send you an Asmaniac hat to go with that Jet hat, all right?
All right, thanks. I just want to Jake, Bobby, it's good to see y'all. One, and then I do want to call. So first time with my Jet hat.
I was hoping the J-Lo
just
shower
to,
scene was still on. It looks like I missed it. That's my bad, people. Sorry, I didn't realize it was too late. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Continue, B-Mac. But you understand
I mean,
why I had to do that, right? Like, as interesting of a caller as you are, J-Lo in the shower. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer Lopez. Who could say no to her? I mean, I wish her and Halle Berry were both on my wives.
B-Mac, one or two.
Calm your freaky down.
Taking Halle Berry or Jennifer Lopez? You can only have one.
I can have both.
No. Now you're getting selfish, man.
B-Mac.
Now you're getting selfish. You can only go one. Who you taking? Just one.
I would take Jennifer Lopez because at age 50, she's still looking good, man.
Yeah,
B-Mac. She still looks like
I like good looking chicks in that film. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh yeah, hide them kids.
Again, leave your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to be like Bobby Midnight. I got it from him for being on his show now, so he's starting to. So some of his love is starting to rub off on me. But all seriousness, I do want to call just to say I got a question. Tom Pericel was on which Eisen show, and he was talking about Rodgers about coming back from the injury and about is he still going to extend plays with his feet and run outside the pocket like he used to do, and if he's and if he's going to like adjust his game and kind of try like be like that pocket passer. I mean he's always been that pocket passer when he won back-to-back MVPs. Like he was never like his 2 back-to-back MVP years was way different when he was winning the MVP in 2011 and when he was 2012. When he was running around. But do you think Rodgers is gonna stick to what he knows best is extended plays, or do you think he's gonna be smart and not try to take the extra hits?
Yeah. Great question. I think he's gonna. he's going to pick his spots. He'll still extend plays, no question, but he's going to be smarter and he's going to learn from the injury last year. He commented on that play. Finally, I forgot who he said it to. And it kind of mirrored a film breakdown article that I wrote a couple months ago where he was trying to extend the play and not just running. I mean, ultimately led to trying to run, but he tried to extend the play in his head, which didn't match up with the cut blocking. So I think he's going to play it a lot smarter where he will extend some plays, but he can't try to be Superman like he did when he snapped the Achilles.
Yeah. I felt like that. I mean, no one knew that his Achilles was going to snap at that time, but I felt like that on that play he did. I felt like it was his first game, and I think he was.
He was jacked up. He was juiced up.
He probably want to, show the world that, hey, first game, look what I can do. So hopefully, I mean, we know he's a very smart quarterback, but hopefully he can learn from that and be smart and try to, not try to do that.
Yeah, if anything changes with him, it'll just be quicker processing leading to quicker decisions, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Hey, B-Mac, what are your thoughts on this comment here on the screen from Carly? B-Mac in the Jets hat is like when you see your teacher in the supermarket.
Well, Carly, you never got back to me about our second date. You know what I mean? I'm still sitting here waiting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm
Calm your
not going to
freaking
press.
down.
I'm still here, Carly. You know what I mean? I'm still single. I'm still waiting to move on.
When did the first date happen?
It happened on the show. I orchestrated it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a matchmaker.
But I am going to be at the Jets home opener with Bobby. So hopefully, Carly, you there so we can finally meet in person.
B-Mac, thank you for the time. That was one of the horniest phone calls in the history of the show. that was tremendous. You have time for one more, Robbie?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we saved the best for last for Bob Sabo. Speaking of Bob, ladies and gentlemen, it's Bobby Midnight.
Well, I've grown to love my buddy Alan, but Southwest has to go. I threw him off my show. I'm Bobby.
Hi, Robbie. How you doing today?
Hey, Bobby. How you
Hi,
feeling?
Jake. How you doing?
Bobby.
Good. That was good with B-Mac. He's hilarious, isn't he?
So you and B-Mac are friends, huh?
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah.
Nice.
Somebody's going to help him get to this game. I'm not going to tell who, but somebody's going to help him out.
I'm hearing strong rumors of Bobby Midnight picking up B-Mac and taking him to the Jet home opener.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, okay.
So, Robbie, first of all, I got to comment on that show he was watching. Shades of Blue was a great show. Jennifer Lopez. Yeah.
It's a show, not
Bobby.
a movie?
No, it was a show, yes. She plays a cop, and then they're like together with 4 other cops. They're like bad cops. They try to take, how they get the money from the bad guys.
Yeah.
And they beat them up, and you'll see it if you ever watch it.
The old good cop, bad cop routine. Is that what you're saying, Bobby?
Yeah, it's a good show. I loved it. I want to rewatch it now. It's back on. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with Rodgers now healthy, I think Lazard's going to have a better year. Definitely.
Yeah, man. He had a good day today, Bobby. He,
Worthy of a $500 super chat kind of year from Peter Castro. Peter, I see your comments. I'll get you some gear. Don't worry. You send another $500 super chat, I'll buy you the whole store.
That's funny. That was hilarious.
Bobby, you excited? Are the juices flowing because of camp today?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I what's his name? The guy from ESPN there today too.
Yeah, Rappaport. Yeah, he was there.
Rappaport. I saw it on another video, Jake. Rappaport. I knew that before you.
He doesn't work for ESPN.
Oh, what
NFL.
He works. Yeah, the NFL.
Are you talking about Ian Rappaport was there?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. NFL Network.
Talking to the Jets guys who did the thing on a YouTube channel. I don't know their names, but I remember
Eric Allen.
Rappaport. Huh?
Eric Allen.
No, there was a white guy, tall guy, skinny guy with a beard, and also like a Spanish guy next to him. I don't know who they were.
All right. Thank you for that.
Never saw them. So Alan looks good too, you think? Hey, that's my guy. He's quiet over there. Alan's looking good.
Allen. Oh,
Yeah,
Braylon
right.
Allen?
Yes.
Yeah. He looks, dude, he's
What are you laughing about? I'm asking him questions.
he's a
Stop
beast,
laughing.
man. Braylon,
You got to learn his
Bobby.
name, Bobby. Braylon Allen. You would just say Allen, and like you expect everyone to know who that is.
Well, I thought he was talking about Alon, Alon,
No,
the
he's
viewer.
no. Braylon Allen.
I thought you wanted to know what Alan the Asmaniac was doing. So I
how is Braylon?
I thought you were talking
Allen?
to Jake, so I was sitting that one out for a second.
No, Braylon Allen. How's he?
Yeah.
running?
Okay. So in team sessions early, one of the first rotations, they went Garrett Wilson. I said it, two catches, first down, second down, for all intents and purposes, first and second down. And then the next two plays were rushing concepts to the right. Brees Hall, great at the point of attack. Definitely would have gotten a first down. And then Braylon Allen right after that. And it looked pretty similar. So, yeah, Braylon Allen, he's looking pretty good, Bobby.
Hey, Jake, you should be surprised. I'm not bringing the comedy today. I'm bringing serious questions. You should be surprised.
I'm happy for you. It feels like you're trying to focus your calls to more football focused.
Yeah, well, it's football season now. No more stinky calls anymore. No.
But Bobby, don't think versatility is a bad thing. You know, don't ever think
Well,
that.
I like my comedy, but he always.
You're not going to ask me about my lunch?
What?
Or what I'm doing for dinner tonight, or where I'm sitting? Those questions aren't happening anymore? That's it? It's only football?
You going to the game tonight?
No, I'm not. But if I was, I feel like you'd ask me about it.
Yeah.
The old Bobby would have.
I'm still the same guy. Oh, my God. If I change one,
you're the one bringing up how you're gonna change med. You're calling about football.
I know, but isn't it better than what I usually do?
I enjoy all your calls. That's why I keep putting you on the show.
Yeah, I love the versatile Bobby. He could talk football. He could make us laugh.
Yeah, I was making laugh. I was telling about the Shades of Blue.
Yeah.
That's a show you gotta watch it. Jennifer Lopez is hot. She's 50, so she's my age.
Bobby, do you play fantasy football?
Yes, I do. Why?
Which Jet is going to have the most shocking fantasy football impact this season?
I say Allen. Brendan Allen.
Okay.
Braylon
Allen, yeah.
So you think Brees is going to get hurt, or you think Allen's just going to vulture
some
some touchdowns?
Both of them. Okay, Brees Hall. I forgot. Yeah,
okay.
Brees Hall first.
Well, I did say shocking. So in your defense, I said shocking. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Carly says Bobby is a man of many talents.
Thank you, Carly. Thank you for bringing that out.
Who's this mysterious Carly I keep hearing of?
She's my director of merch operations.
Call her and tell her to call in, and then I'm going to say hi.
All right, Bob.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
The best part about that clip, Robby, is Bob from Vermont telling us that he's, in fact, Bob.
Yeah, and his eyes didn't look too solid there. I prefer not to see that clip again, to be honest.
One more time.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
All right,
I like Bobby. I like the real Bobby better. You hear me, Bobby?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you again.
All right, Robby, excellent job. Appreciate you coming on. Covered a lot of ground. I look forward to these. I mean, I'll say this: if you're not following Robby on Twitter at Robby Sabo or reading his observations at Jets X Factor every day, you're nuts. Because Robby, I think, is the best on the beat at training camp observations. So he's the guy you're going to want to be checking out.
Hey, Jake said it, not me. So I agree. But yeah, JetX. I didn't write anything today, not yet. Probably tonight. But usually after every practice, there'll be a recap up on the site for sure.
Robby, do you want to meet my director of merch operations?
Is this is B Max girl right here?
It is indeed B Max Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, B Max Girl joins us now. Hello, Carly.
Hi.
Hey, Carly. So
So
you're getting
cool.
around, huh? B Mac, Bobby too. Is Bobby in there as well?
Oh no.
Is Bobby in there? Oh, he's here, baby.
Hi, Carly. How you doing?
There he is.
You're doing an excellent job on your job. You're doing. Do you think I'm talking better now? The Jets are here now. Jake's laughing at me. You believe that?
I asked the Jets question today too. I said, "How is Jeremy
Yeah.
Rucker doing?"
And then did he laugh at that question?
Well, no one answered it, so I guess not so great.
Oh, how is Jeremy Rucker doing?
What's the
Robbie.
origin of this question? Why do you ask about Rucker? Are you?
I like him because he's an Islanders fan.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh.
So how is he doing? We're not getting an answer.
Hey, I mean, he's an Islanders fan. That's how he's doing.
Well, is he a good
great.
receiver so far? Did he get any passes?
You know what? He was quiet today. Not much. I don't think he had a target.
He had a catch in 7-on-7s.
Did he have a catch? Yeah, but other than that, not much. So him and Tyrod. Who said he had a catch? Was it from Rogers or Tyrod? Did it say?
Rogers. It was in a series where he went 4 in a row. Rucker, Wilson twice, and then Allen.
Okay, so they were playing 12 personnel. Okay, it's a good sign. I mean, if he's getting looks from Rogers and first team, that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Carly, you still in Long Island?
Yeah, I'm going back to the city later.
Is Ace there? Let's see Ace.
He's outside watching my dad play golf.
Oh, play golf. Oh,
Yeah, he
likes
has
golf.
a simulator.
Does he ever chase the balls when they're hit?
No, he
Okay.
doesn't.
All right, we'll get back to the Bobby show later. Thank you, Bobby.
Okay, bye.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
That video is just.
Robby, for real this time, thank you for the time, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, as maniacs. So, till next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, follow Robby Sabo on social, read his work, jetsxfactor.com. He's tremendous. I am Bob. What is this? I'm off air.
I thought you were saying bye to Bobby. I don't know why I got kicked off too.
Do you have more you would like to add? I didn't know you wanted to call in. Bobby basically demanded you called in.
I know. So I do what the Asmaniacs ask of me, I guess.
All right. Well, is there anything else you would like to share with the Asmaniacs? Why am I getting this? Yeah.
I didn't know you were like kicking me off like that. I wasn't prepared.
Hey, I'll give you something you can do. Luppy gifted 5 channel memberships. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Give me 1 second. Scroll over to that. When was this? Why can't I find it?
I can give you a timestamp. It was at 5:59.
Oh, this was a while ago.
Yep.
Hold
You have
on.
to scroll up.
I'm scrolling.
King Lowski says, Carly, leave.
I know. I'm sorry, Lowski. Okay, this is from Luppy.
Yes.
Okay. Bronx Shenanigans. Noob Teponer. Okay. Boof Poof. Native Berserker 68. And Griffin, congratulations. You are all Asmaniacs, and you have the honor of becoming an Asmaniac on the same day as me.
Yeah, who gifted you your membership today?
I don't know, some like random guy.
That was an all-time moment. All right. Mike D's Nuts writes in prayers for King Lowski's ears.
Sorry, Lowski.
We could have our business meeting live on the air right now. This was sent to me by a listener. Your thoughts on this for a t-shirt?
Oh.
I don't know why any Jet fan would buy this, but I appreciate the listener that tried and sent this in.
That's you know that meme that's like graphic design is my passion? That's how I feel about this.
All right.
Great work. Who sent this in? Are you allowed to say?
Let me just get the listener's name. He sent me some. He sent me some good stuff before. This was from. To be honest, I actually don't know who it was from. I can't find the email now.
Okay, well, Maybe I'll find it at some point.
All right.
And if anybody else has merch ideas, you can comment them, tag me. And if you want to know where your order is in terms of like if it's being produced or whatever, you could also just tell me your order number though, because I don't know all your guys' actual names. I know you guys
People that bought merch, they should get updates. They get email updates.
It should. But I can see on the back end of like, oh, like it's going through quality control, like stuff like that. I don't know. I've been trying to help everybody out in the chat. But yeah, you will get an email when your thing ships. Tommy's, yours should be there today or tomorrow. I've been checking that one nonstop.
King Lowski says, I want a Jake my brother shirt.
We can certainly do that.
Mm-hmm. If you have merch ideas, comment it in the chat. That can be part of our next merch drop.
And if you want to win a hat, follow Jake on whatever you said, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep. Johnny says, Carly, thanks for having 3 choices for the coffee mug.
Listen, it's important. That's the biggest size. That's 20 ounces.
Yeah, it's huge. I didn't realize how big 20 ounces was.
Oh, we got the nice drinking sound effects. What's better than that?
Nothing. They say any liquid you put in the Jake Asman coffee mug tastes better.
That is true.
All right. Have you shared all your thoughts? Is there anything else that you need to get off your chest here?
Thoughts, but not all of them are going to get shared on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I have to save some for the Bobby Midnight show, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, I think that's it. But if anybody I put a teddy bear in my little thingy right there. Do you see it?
I do, yes.
Teddy bears now. So if you have a little kid in your life or a 28-year-old who is obsessed with stuffed animals, you should get them a teddy bear.
Someone ordered the onesie today, by the way.
I did. I saw that.
Yes.
We're big
all right.
fans of the kids line here.
All right. So far, so good with the merch then.
I think so. All the reviews I've seen from the Discord or whatever that you've been sending have looked really good.
Oh, here's a good question for you. You've been dying to share this. The question has been asked, what was the shop password when it was locked?
It was Carly is the best.
All lowercase.
Yeah.
Yes. Tom Ace wanted to know the old password. That was the old password.
They were guessing some really creative things. People were guessing like Ace and Chloe, stuff like that.
Yeah, but no one was close.
Yeah, not really. And I thought it was so obvious.
Next time. All right. Carly, excellent job. Thanks for calling in. And we'll talk to you soon. Everyone buy merch. Support Carly.
Merch.
Hi, Carly. First time I talked to you, you're a nice lady. Where are you from, New York?
She hates that clip, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, more calls right now. Dre's up next from a voice that King Lowski despises to one he loves. Hello, Dre.
How you doing? Jake, my brother. I would definitely buy a Jake, my brother t-shirt for sure, for sure. I'm sad that I missed Robby. I caught the tail end of him. I love Robby. Like his whole swag and the fact that he's a Rangers fan, big ups. The only thing that's messed up is that he needs to be a Mets fan. Like he's I think he's both, but
Are you a Yankees fan? He's Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, Jets.
See, and I'm a Knicks fan. I'm just the outlier. It's like I get the basketball right, and then the baseball, I'm like, I grew up a Mets fan. I didn't grow up in Queens, but I grew up a Mets fan. And, it's like I always I was like, oh, yeah, everybody from the Bronx, like when you're born, if you're born in Bronx County, then that's it. They just give you a Yankee hat when they sign your birth certificate, and that's it. You were born into it. Like you don't have a choice. But I'm gonna have to do a genealogy of New York sports and how it maps out, like where you grew up, where you live, everything like that. Because most people from the boroughs, like from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, like you just come out, you just say I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx. You don't even say I'm from New York. And me growing up in Manhattan, I would just be like, I'm from New York, but I rep all 5 boroughs. Why? I have cousins in the Bronx. I have cousins in Brooklyn. My favorite team plays in Queens, So
you are the boroughs, Trey.
Yeah, I'm all of them. That's it. I'm Voltron. Football is back.
Hold on one
I'm
second. Luppy says, Jake, you missed my last membership gift. Luppy, Carly read the names.
No, did she? I don't think she did.
At
No, I
5:59.
No, she couldn't. She never found them, and she was scrolling back. You guys, and then you went off on that whole side tangent.
No.
Nobody read the name.
She read the names.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jake, you gotta roll it back because I don't remember hearing her say the names either.
She literally read them. I'm going crazy here. No, she read the names. You're nuts.
Oh,
Everyone in
okay.
the chat is saying she read them. What are we talking about here?
Wait, no, she read them. I missed it then.
No, she read them. I commented.
Oh my
that she read
God.
them because King Lowski was upset that I had her read them.
Yeah, because he wanted a god from the get go.
Yeah, no, she read the names. If someone gets
Poor Lou.
5 more, I'll have her read them again at this point. If you guys are dying for Carly
Yeah.
to read more names.
No, wait, no. It's my turn to read the names now. Somebody give memberships and I'll read the names.
All right,
I'll give you the Smooth, Easy Starlings for the Quiet Storm, WBLS, Smooth Jazz.
I love it. Oh, I gifted 2 earlier, including one that Big Bird got and Carly. So I'm on fire right now. I'm gonna gift another one. I'm gonna gift one. I'm gonna do a 1 spot.
All
One
right.
lucky listener.
We'll do
Hold
one.
on. You could read it. Let me pull it up here. Stand by.
I'm ready.
We got the Smooth Pipes of Dre on a day where the New York Jets held their first ever training camp practice in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 membership is being gifted right now, and it will go to a name that Dre will read on the show right now. All right, it's in.
Okay. All right. Why is it not coming up? Where's... Oh, do I gotta switch over to YouTube?
You have to see the YouTube comments.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I can't do it because it'll take me off. I can't multitask on my phone. Normally, when I did this from the office, I'm reading it right off the live chat on my laptop. So just post. Can you post it? Like you hold the comment.
Yeah, you know what? I will just copy and paste in the
That'll
chat,
work.
the private chat, who got it. All right, and then you can read his name.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. Private chat. Here we go. Nate, you were gifted a membership by Jake Asman. Welcome to the Asmaniac family.
Yeah, you know who that is? Nate parentheses Nate.
That's our Nate. That's our Nate.
That's our Nate.
Here's what's killing me. How are you gonna be family? We met up at like events. You come to the events and you're not a YouTube member. Like that's like we gotta do this. We gotta get this. We have to be able to pick who we want to give the memberships. Because like I would pick people all day long. I would just pick like random people, but then I also pick like my people. Like when we were trying to give Carly membership, I gifted a membership and it went straight to somebody, and I was like, well, that's not Carly.
Well, the thing with Nate is his thing probably just expired today after a month. That's why he needed another one.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
All is right. Don't worry.
We're gonna set up like a gift card system, and I'm just gonna buy gift cards and give them to people and say, "Hey, it's got $5 on there. Go ahead and get you your membership."
Trey, excellent call out of you.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.
Trey.
Hey, Dre, what do you think about Brock Purdy?
He's gonna die.
I forgot to take Trey off. Thank you, Trey. I've done a lot of streaming today. All right, we have time for one more call, potentially. Ladies and gentlemen, we end with potentially one of our best. The big fella is up next. Hello, big fella.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Big fella, you on your bed, all is right in the world.
I am on my bed. This is my bed, not the guest room bed. So there you go. You know, we're making a big deal about Hassan Reddick, you know, holding out and stuff like that, which is understandable. But I was looking at the 49ers. Trent Williams is holding out now.
Yeah, I hope I mentioned this earlier. I hope he holds out and Ayuk holds out. Sign after week 1, but don't play week 1.
We're gonna take. We're beating them week 1. We're beating them week 1. I mean Dre Greenlaw. He's not going to be playing. He's still going to be injured. They're going to have. We are taking week 1. That's it. And what else? What was I going to say? Oh, the merch thing. The Asmaniacs symbol here with the emoji over here of your choice. That'd be legit.
If we could do that, I would love that idea. Yeah.
I think that would be legit. That's pretty much all I got. I mean, I'm looking forward to kicking some Niner asses here, and looking forward to what's happening in the rest of training camp. So anyway,
Jay Quest says, "I'm never getting gifted. I love it." You have to have gift receipts turned off, Jay Quest. Doesn't make any sense,
bro.
What are we doing here?
He's always in the chat. So I mean, how is he not getting gift
He's
receipts?
Jay Quest, man. He's a big part of the family.
I know, man. Let me see something.
There was a question for you about your bed size that I wanted to bring on the screen. FPP is more of a statement. He says that's a king size bed. Is that a king size bed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It does the job.
Jay Quest says they are on. If this continues a little while longer, I'm gonna have to do like a 24-hour stream until we get Jay Quest a membership.
Let's see if he gets one now.
Oh, big fella just dropping a 5 spot. And Jay Quest did not get one. Damn.
So.
Nice.
Do
But
you want to read your names, or should I do it for you?
Oh, you can do it. It's fine.
All right, here we go. These are the 5 from the big fella. Dirty Jesus. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How about that? Basketball legend.
Shit. Lou Alcindor.
Caddy Wampus McDougal. Mezzi and Etsuko Kojo, all officially channel members.
Nice.
Now, this happened in the first show today where Carly was bitching that she didn't get a membership, and then a bunch of people get the memberships, and then finally it took me getting a membership to get her one. Maybe that will happen here with Jake Quest.
Well, you see, the king bequested the membership on Carly, so there you go.
Dre Correa. That's our guy, Dre.
Oh, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, listener Bellis Pirate received a channel membership.
So when are you going to training camp?
I'll be there Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Come on out.
I would if I could, man. I'm not sure. I'm kind of busy. I'm sending my getting ready to send my kid back to college. So it's been kind of busy.
What's the better shade of orange? Tennessee orange or Gary's burnt orange?
Well, it's actually Tennessee orange. That would be the best one. And also, we're the only UT now. There is no university. The SEC is referring to Texas as Tex, not UT, because Tennessee is the only UT.
I like that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try this for Jake Quest. I'm going to throw a 5 spot in there. Or I'm going to get one membership for $5 either, I should say.
Now, fuck Syracuse Orange. What are you talking about, Carly?
I'm going to do this one at a time. That was the funniest when William Sprague was like, I owe 10 memberships. I'm just going to do it one by one. That was baller. All right. I have just gifted a membership to not Jake Quest. Raccoon by Fire.
Oh, geez.
Man.
Raccoon by Fire. You are now an Asmaniac.
There you go.
See?
All right.
What was I going to say? Fuck it. I forget. But anyway, great show, man.
Big fella, thank you for the time.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Life just wrote in, don't end the stream, Jake. Jake Quest must get. I'm only keeping the stream going if we keep getting memberships because I'm a capitalist. And it's great for the listeners, obviously. All right. But I did 2 hours earlier. This has been 90 plus minutes. I was up at 4 yesterday to do morning drive with Rothenberg on 98.7. You can hear me Friday night after the K show from 6:30 to 10, by the way. All right, I'm tired here. We have some people that want magnets in the merch store. That'd be interesting. If we have magnets in the merch store, I got to get... Bobby, have you seen Breaking Bad? Bobby. He's not here. Bobby. There he is.
What? I turned you off. What the hell?
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
If we make Jake Asman show magnets, would you say magnets, bitch, like Jesse Pinkman?
Magnets, bitch.
No, magnets.
Magnets, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I turned you off.
No, you're on, baby.
Well, I had to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to do that when you drink a lot of this.
Or give me a yeah, bitch, magnets. Give me one of those.
Yeah, bitch, magnets.
There we go. All right, we'll work on that for the people.
Hey, what about getting a shirt for me like Charles does? I only got a 24 hour.
You want a Charles tank?
No, I want something besides. He gets it all. He
doesn't actually get it. It's named after him, but there's not a picture of him on the tank top.
Oh, okay. Name something after me.
We just gave you a shirt.
Yeah, for 24 hours.
Would you like the shirt to go back up?
No, leave it alone.
Okay. Then what are you
All right.
asking?
What?
Then what are you asking for then?
I don't know. Don't worry.
All right. Can I end my show? Are you going live?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for you to end the show.
All right.
So
Well,
you
maybe I'll stay on a little while longer now.
Okay, go ahead. Do whatever you want.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Let's go Yankees tonight, all right?
Yeah, hopefully. We got to pick 1 out of 4.
Here's how I know they're going to win. Actually, you know what? I can't play you off yet. Great question from Andrew. Fialco is going to be joining us tomorrow after he attends training camp in person.
Yeah.
Genuine question and concern. Bobby, when do you eat, brother?
I just ate a little while ago.
Oh, what'd you have for dinner?
I had burgers, not from Burger King, just regular burgers.
Mm-hmm.
No buns.
No buns.
Well, Gary said buns are not good, so.
Nick
And
W
then
says, why is Bobby mad nowadays?
I'm not mad. Shut up.
Okay. Well, that kind of sounds like something someone would say that's
No,
bad.
I know, but I don't even know Nick W. Nick, I'm not mad. I'm happy. What are you talking about?
Prove you're happy.
All right, let me do this then.
All right. Full screen?
Don't cut me off, or else I'm going to pop you.
You're going to pop me? Is that a threat?
No, but just, mute yourself.
Are you singing?
Yes.
You got to tell me what you're doing here. I need to know.
You're not going to get it because I got my headphones on. I'm doing Be Happy by
Sarah wrote smile, Bobby.
I am smiling.
Jay Quest says Bobby is cranky.
Jay Quest, your comments are driving me nuts today. All right, let me I'm gonna sing a nice song.
All right.
What's his name? Oh, yeah, Bob Marley.
Oh, that's a good way to end the show.
Yeah.
Everyone hit the like button. Bobby's auditioning Bob Marley.
Okay, if you start laughing, I gotta drop off, okay?
No, I'm gonna mute myself.
You better be, because you didn't do that song I did, the national anthem.
It was one time.
Okay, one time.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get the lyrics right now.
All right.
So
Any day now.
I know. I got to get the lyrics.
I know. I've only been live for almost 2 hours, so I'm tired.
Oh, well, okay. I'm got it.
Matthew says talk Jets. Enough. Matthew, go back for the first, I would say, hour and 20 minutes of the show if you want Jets talk. You're welcome. You find the YouTube channel that had someone on that was at training camp today, breaking it down, and come back to me.
Well, I talk Jets, so he should pipe down. I talk Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so won't you just do what Jake said and do?
Yeah.
You're new to the show.
I got you, Bobby. Don't worry.
Okay,
I got
ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
No, it came out. What the hell did I do that for? Okay, I got it now. Got the right one.
Also, it's not Bob Marley, just so you know.
No, it is. It is. Okay.
Well, Dre says it's Harry Belafonte.
No talking. No, it's Bob Marley. Okay, mute yourself. Oh.
You gonna go? What are we doing here?
Stop making the noise. I can't concentrate if you're doing that.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Now those song I wrote. Now they're saying they know for. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. Knowing that we can go
Bobby, I got to stop you. We can't hear you. Your connection's not good. You're going in and out. You got to talk into the microphone.
All right. Okay, never mind. End the show. I'm stupid. Okay, end the show.
All right.
Yeah, end the show. I'm sorry, guys. I'll see you on my channel.
All right. We'll get you some reps on your channel. We'll try this again another time.
Yeah, okay. We'll see you later.
All right. Farewell.
Okay, farewell.
Yep. See ya. Bobby Midnight, everybody. Tremendous. All right. Now we're actually going to end the program. This super chat did come in at the buzzer here from Johnny. Says, Jake, love the stash. Hashtag Copper Johns. Let's go, John. That's right. Copper John's Beer Company. I use their products every single day for a year now. CopperJohnsBeer.com. Promo code Jake20. 20% off on all their products. All right. That's actually going to do it. Merch store is open. You guys know that. Patreon members, keep using your discount code. It's included in your membership. Reminder that I'm doing the giveaway for any hat in the store. If you simply follow me on Twitter, Instagram, both links to that are in the description. Bonus chance to win if you follow at Jake Asman Show on Twitter and at Jake Asman Show on Instagram as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to Bobby for his performance. Thanks to everyone who gifted a membership. Special shout out to Luppy for everything he did during today's program. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show. I end the show by saying JETS, 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 Jets.
Hit the join button on the left-hand side if you're watching from your computer. JJ with a super chat. You said we're judged on W's and L's. If I bring up how many W's Salah has, you say context matter. Context, we look like a bad team after the bye. Yeah, JJ, I understand that. What do you want me to say? I'm killing them for how they played today. I'm acknowledging they stole this one. So you want me to sit here? You want to fire Robert Saleh when the team's 4-3? What do you want me to say? They did not play well today, but they won. All right? So I'm not going to sit here and do doom and gloom when they have a win over the Eagles this year, a win over the Bills. They nearly beat the Chiefs. And by the way, they're 4-3. They have a winning record. I'm not giving up on the season or firing the head coach when they are 4-3. One more time. 4-3. They won today. God. What a dumb comment. What do you want me to say? Salah's Vince Lombardi. We know there are limitations with this head coach. We understand that this team is still a work in progress. He's also playing with his backup quarterback. All right? He didn't pick Zach Wilson. He's supposed to have Aaron Rodgers. God. Oh, my God. I need to take a sip of water or get some alcohol on me. Stand by. Let me tell you about Underdog Fantasy. More of your calls right now. Well, the Buffalo Jet fans on the line.
Hey, Jake. Hey, guy that weird has the same background I got. I wanted to show you a little bit about my studio. I never get to show you my studio. My microphone, for example, with the pretty colors. It's not the only thing it does. Here, watch when I hit this button. It's got the nice Jets logos that come up through it, and then I press this button, and you got the dancing girls, right? Yeah, that's good. And then my chalkboard, of course, I never reference it ever. It's always here. It's got my initials on it. And this is a play that I used to run with my friends back in high school. But really, it's also my escape portal. I can show you. Watch.
You don't have to come and confess that you did it. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now. Obviously, we have a rapist. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids.
Oh, no, he's back. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Undefeated, man. I can't believe you didn't get to my Joe Rogan looking monkey painting over here.
Oh my god! I don't know how he does that either. Like I've been using StreamYard for 3 years doing the show. I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. He just did.
And he's one of one.
I see Lane Kerner goes, I have questions for you, Buffalo fake fan. Gator says, could someone ask Buffalo Jet fan next week why he has a chalkboard that he never uses? Bonesy writes in, I'm still laughing at Gator hitting the switch with the girls dancing, then acknowledging the chalkboard. That was so good.